Alright, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Efootball, where I have no idea what's going on. Sorry, I was on the Discord talking to my boy Ozzy. Alright, so check it out. I just played my first game in ages. It was a golden goal game, and I won this shit, and I got this. So what do? I start doing this stuff. Let's test it out. Play versus AI. Let's see if this still works, where I go into I forgot even how to get there, bro. Skill up. Let's see if I get this, if I can get points. Awesome, Ozzy. Glad you had fun. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice. Exo FIFA Radar FC. Let's check that out real quick. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Exo. What did that say? Exo FIFA Radar FC. Is there a chin? Follow there. Damn nice. Official cards PSG. Cool. Shout out to Ozzy. I just got a new league site to follow. It looks legit. Perfect. Alright, we'll check that out later. It's eFootball time. I'm trying to figure out all this treasure hunt shit. I won a golden goal game, and I got this, like, I don't know what, I'll show you guys in a second. That thing that I just showed you with all the reward boxes or whatever. And I guess if I fulfill all those goals, I get all those chances or whatever. I don't know. We're going to do versus AI real quick, these golden goals, and see if I'm right on that. So apparently you just play matches, and then if you win, you can get your opponent's, like, treasure shit or something. You have up to 3 slots, and you can get a bunch of tries for, like, some watered down epic cards, which I hate how they do that, right? They can't even give you one that's close to what they released that you have to pay for. It's so stupid. So yeah, not a big fan of how eFootball does shit, but while we're waiting for FC 26, it's not a bad game to play. They could have went such a different direction to where, this could be the football game, but they didn't, man. And now it's just like, it kind of will have fun with it for now. At least that's my take. Some of you guys enjoy it, I know, so let's see how this treasure shit goes. And then I'll show you my team and show you why it's dumb. Like, I know this is good for, I guess if this is for strictly free-to-play players, it could make sense. But no, none of those cards are replacing my Pele, my Platini, my Cruyff, my Baggio. Defensively, my Van Dijk, my Van Boyten, my Dan Burn even, my Beckenbauer, my Vieira, my Thuram, my Maldini. Bellingham's on the bench now. I mean, anybody, dude. They're not replacing any of these guys. Oh, Eto'o. I packed Eto'o. The new Samuel Eto'o, the whole player one. Alright, so I think it said 2 times beat AI, so we'll try to do that here. Alright, so that's 2. Let's see if that shows a little chance box steal, whatever the hell it's called. In the corner there. They might even changed it. Alright, so either they changed it or I don't understand how this works. Achieved by winning a match. Counts all versus AI matches except when playing. Oh, they took it out. Son of a bitch. That would have been nice. Alright, let's see how this shit works. Let's go back into this golden goal thing. Events. So the golden goal thing is only 2 games, I guess. Use the dumb. Holy crap. Dude, did you guys ever know this? If you shoot with the dominant foot, you have a better chance to score than if you shoot with the weak foot? Bro. Why didn't they let us know this? What an awesome tip. Good thing they're giving us these tips, bro. So if you guys didn't know, they have these new tips that are really insightful. So if you shoot with a player's dominant foot, it says that you have a better chance to score than if you shoot with their weaker foot. Konami, thank you for telling us that. Unbelievable. Did you guys know, too, if you shoot the pass button, or if you shoot with the pass button, you have less of a chance to score than if you actually use the shoot button to shoot? Crazy stuff, I know, but yeah, it's true. Oh, what a squad. What a squad. Oh, what a squad. What a squad. Look at that big Yamal and Messi. Tampa Bay are out is. Holy shit, what the fuck? Yeah. What the hell? Did he just turn into me, this little shithead? I kind of remember, kind of forgot. I remember, just go for long balls. Go for long balls. Watch, they probably nerfed that shit. Let's get VR out there to flick it on. There we go. Easy win. Maybe not. Oh, could have been huge. Go, go, go. You're in. Good Trom. Good. What the hell? No way he just was able to keep that. Good. Good. Look at this. You're in. Come on, Croyster. Come on, Croyster. Yes! Come on, boys. Come on, you boys, yeah. I think I just got like a booster. Alright, so now I want another one of those treasure hunt things, right? Give me a treasure thing. What? No treasure? What? That was it? The other one was way better. Use smart assist cheat. I don't want to acquire. Do I want to acquire that? That one sucks. Make this... No. Someone's got to tell me what to do here, boys. I don't even understand. The other one, the other dude's was way better. So did he purposely give me like a shitty one, I guess? So let's go see. Okay, so now golden goal's done. I got 3 of these now. So I can do 3 at a time. Sane. Okay, so that sucks. We're gonna release all these. Alright, so that sucked. So wait. I only get 3. Can I like delete one? Can I delete this? These suck, bro. I want this. Wait, should I not grab that? Probably. This one sucks. I don't understand it. I'm so lost. Alright, so now go back into PvP. What else do we have? This is all we have? No. What? Alright, let's play this one. Let's get Vinny in there. We'll do it like that. See how this goes. Now let's play. I love how that one guy said, use Smart Assist sheet so we knew. He knows everyone's using Smart Assist, but that's kind of where this game's at right now. It's pretty stupid, but... Alright, we got a game. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that Japanese cup thingy. That was like the first event they released and like nobody plays it. Surprise, surprise. Nice squad. Probably gonna get my ass whooped here. Come see the softer side of jazz. This is definitely more fun than UFL, though. UFL is probably got to be struggling. We'll check that one out next, probably. He's got a bunch of random shit, eFootball shit, so I don't know if that means he's like some big fan of it, or if that's just some alternate thing that I don't know about. Good. Look at Vinny. Kick and run, kick and run. Holy shit, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do. I should be okay, though, if I just kick and run and just play typical eFootball. Well, we'll see. If not, I'll just roll out and pick another game. That was terrible defense. Good. You're in. Good. No way. How? I'll get it. How did he not finish that, though? Wasn't that dog shit? Kind of slow to shoot there, weren't you, buddy? How did that one not get in, by the way? Whoa! Good. Good. Come on, come on. You're in now. Get in! Yeah, I should be able to come back and whoop this dude. He sucks. Can't believe I'm down 1-0, though. It's not often you find a player in eFootball. If you have even just decent skill, it's not often you find a good eFootball player that you can't beat. God damn it. Just shit like this. Typical. Good. I gotta quit doing the kicking and running. It looks like they might have nerfed it. Come on, you got this. Good. You're in. Give me a break. So scripted in some of this shit. I know he's going out wide. What the fuck, dude? Terrible balls. Every time it's a terrible ball in the last pass. So funny. They'll play all good passes, and then the last one they'll decide, oh no, let's not give him an easy chance here. It's the most scripted dog shit ever. Watch. Mark my words. We should be able to come score this one, though. See what I'm saying? You can't... everything will be perfect. Then we'll get to that last bit. And this is what happens. 2 shots, 2 goals. Dog shit opponent. I'll get 100 chances. It's exactly... Anybody you watch that has a brain that's not just kissing the ass of eFootball sees this every time. Dog shit game. Just playing this joke of a game, waiting for eFootball 20 or FC 26. But yeah, so you see the opponent 2 shots, 2 goals. He'll get outplayed the whole time. Then he'll use smart assist, do a couple moves. He has 0 passing, 0 ability. But that's why no good players play this game. Bro, do you realize how bad this game is? Do you see the actual game? Like, do you see the actual game we're playing? That's what this game is. You're talking about a game where players are putting in a formation so their opponents lose when they look at a formation. You're talking about a game where players are using smart assist and using a flick button for skill moves. You're talking about a game that has no dynamic shooting. You're talking about a game that players put money in to get these star players to then go play 0 events. The only thing to do in this game is to cheese. That's what the game is in Zagi 9. The game is trash. There's no way you're going to look at this game and say, oh, play with skill. What skill? It's already null and void the minute you use smart assist, which every player does. Oh, well, don't use it. Okay, but the top Division 1 players are all using it. So you're not supposed to use it as someone... This is my first game in, what, a couple months? I could play the number 1 player in this shit game. It doesn't matter. The game itself is the joke. That's what you're not getting. The game itself is the joke. Watch the football in this game. Watch how this goes. Watch the actual football. Watch the rest. I'll actually try now. I'm actually going to pass around. Now, it won't matter. And I've already been outplaying them, but watch. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So now you're watching 32 minutes. Watch how the passing and moving goes, and watch why it doesn't matter. Because why not? FC 25 is god-awful right now. Might as well have some fun with it. There's a bunch of people in my Discord that are playing and doing this treasure shit. So I'm going to see what it's about. I'm an actual PES player, bro. I'm an actual player that wants real football. Not one of these jokers that loves this dog shit nowadays. The actual PES game is more like what FC 26 is. This. Look at where the ball's at the entire time, by the way. Watch this. Watch where the ball's at the entire time. What the hell? How did he just fly by my defender? See what I mean? Did you see my defender stop? Let's watch this highlight. Let's watch this. Watch this highlight. Watch my defenders here. Watch how unrealistic. Of course he switches it. Either Inzaghi 9 is this guy or it's just a total joke. The whole entire thing is a scripted nonsense mess. You can't even switch your runs or switch your players up. How are you supposed to stop a player from running by an AI defender? My defender was just goal side of him, and he ran by. It's just a total joke. Total joke. The good part of this game was PES. But there's idiots out there that say this is good. Now, there's actual eFootball players that are saying how bad this game is. But there's some players that are at least admitting it. That Indominator guy, the cheesy Spoonie Pizzas kind of did, but he gave it some credit that he shouldn't have. Like the actual Pez players, look at this. That's why you kick and run, because this actually somewhat works in this dog shit game. The fact that the real Pez players are saying exactly what I am. If you're saying this joke of a game is good, then you clearly didn't play Pez. But look, the entire half, the ball was in his end, and he's up 4-0 because he plays the cheesy bullshit. Anytime I was passing and moving, the script just waited till the last pass, gave him the ball, he threw ball, shot it, scored. It's the entire game. So then you leave and play. So now look, knowing I'm not going to win, I'm going to actually pass and move and show you how bad the opponent is. It's just hilarious. He's just so bad, bro. It's just so funny because how can players actually say this is good? What this is all the players that can't play FIFA. Let's be honest. Numbers don't lie. Here's the other funny thing you guys got to realize. FC 25 was the worst game in the history of FIFA, and it still crushed Konami. It still crushed Konami. What does that tell you about how bad this game is? The only players who play this joke of a game, what are you talking about, gold, what? The only players who play this joke of a game are the non-skilled players that can't play FC. That's just the point. Oh, and then look at his formation, by the way. Look at this. This is the other joke. Look at his formation. He's playing a 4. Look at his forwards. Look what he's playing. This is pure loser football. Look at it. He's playing a 4 forward. Look at this. Look at that. And then he can't even beat. Look, I was showing you guys not even moving. He can't even beat my thing. He's playing a 4-1-4. A 4-1-4. Look at this. Look how big of a joke the game is. You can't even dribble out of bounds if you want to. That's how much AI assistance. Exactly. They sold out for losers, bro. Because here's why they're losers. You can't even kick the ball out if you want to in this. So if you're somebody playing this game and taking it serious, you can't. I'm just being real, but people take it offensive. There's actual losers that play this and think it's a skill-based game. Bro, you realize I was just dribbling the ball, trying to go out of bounds. It won't even let you. The game is so assisted. Look at this. Look at the nonsense. The game is so assisted. So all I'm asking people is to be real. I come from the era where PES was actually a game where where it was skill-based. This is for lower level players to like have AI help them kind of play football. That's it. That's the bottom line. That's why it always crashes and burns. But there's so many unrealistic idiots in this game that can't be honest. And that's why I get mad. Which I've called them out before on it. But the actual players who come from PES that were like some of the top players that are, I guess you would say, pros in eFootball, or they used to be. I don't even think they are, like in Dominator. They'll at least be honest. Like, dude, eFootball is a total joke now. It has a ton of no-skill players, and that's who they cater to. But there are players that are like in denial that will play this garbage and go, oh, it's totally normal to play a 3-1-6 or some shit like that. There's literally players that are playing 3-1-6s and acting like this game's a real football game. Dude, you can't even dribble out of bounds. Every player's using smart assist. It's not player versus player. Inzaghi, what don't you understand about that? It's smart assist. Period. Okay, so you're one of the losers that's in denial. Once every opponent's using smart assist, there is no point not to use it because they have a computer helping them. It's not player versus player. And by the way, for those watching this later, this is what I mean by eFootball. This is the type of people. And I quote, you still lose with it. That's the type of players that play eFootball. You still lose with it. I'm talking to an idiot defending eFootball that can't even speak English. But I'm going to talk to him like at his level. So at a 5-year-old level. Okay, here you go, Inzaghi 9. When you have a computer helping you out, it does not P versus P. It is player versus AI. For instance, if you go out on the pitch by yourself, if you go into a spelling bee by yourself, clearly with how stupid you are, you're going to lose the spelling bee. But if your mommy or daddy are standing next to you spelling the words with you, then you're going to do good. But does that mean you actually can spell or write an actual sentence? No, you're a moron. You're the type of idiot that says you losed with it. So if mommy or daddy are with you, they would say, oh, nope, Inzaghi, and you still lost with it. And then you would get credit for being able to speak correctly, but you didn't even really do it. You see what I'm saying, you moron? None of these players, this game is already a joke with Smart Assist because none of these players are doing it themselves. Everything's assisted. So just be realistic is all I'm trying to tell you. And this game wasn't originally built for the losers that are playing it now. So I have more of a right. Players like me own this game in a way. Because if it wasn't for all of us that played the game all these years, none of you losers would have this trash to play right now. They just know you morons will go buy all these players just to use their AI to play since you're terrible. And you can always tell because you get so defensive because you were so bad at FC. No one will talk about FIFA or FC. I'll just go, eFootball's terrible. And immediately all the trash players like players like Inzaghi, I'll go, eFootball's terrible. Inzaghi will go, FIFA's the worstest game ever. FIFA's the worstest. No one will even be talking about that. I'll just be talking about eFootball as it pertains to how good PES was and how bad eFootball is. But losers like Inzaghi will go, well, UFL's worse. Well, PES, no one's talking about those games, you moron. We're talking about eFootball only. So, if a loser like you can't figure this out, and you're the representative for eFootball, I don't know what to tell you, bro. So, here's the problem. Okay, so I don't care if English is your first language. Inzaghi, do you not understand what I'm saying? If you go into a spelling bee in English or a sentence writing contest and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but then you have an English speaker helping you, does that mean that you're good at English? No, the English speaker telling you what to do is doing the work. It's the same with eFootball. Everybody out there is using Smart Assist. So then if you say, oh, you don't have to, well, if my dumbass plays this stupid game and doesn't use Smart Assist, but everyone else is, including players who play this game every day. This is my first game playing eFootball in over like a month and a half. So think about that. If all these losers that play it every day are using it, then of course I'm going to use it. But it's dumb, and they don't get credit for the win. The computer's doing it for them. So it doesn't matter if you win 6-0, lose 6-0. It's the fucking computer. Yeah, but you sound like a moron. You can't sit here and defend this piece of shit game and then defend exactly what I'm saying. See how dumb you look? So now, guys, he's saying everything I've been saying. Smart Assist should be removed. It should be manual, this and that. But he started off by getting mad when I told what the game was. The game is a trash game. How could you say it's not losers playing it when the whole game is AI? Everyone's using Smart Assist. Yes, I agree with you. If everyone didn't use Smart Assist, then I wouldn't say the whole of eFootball are losers. But not one player. Let's do a challenge. Inzaghi. If one opponent I play isn't using Smart Assist, let's see. Let's just use not a challenge. It's let's call it an experiment. Let's see if one opponent I play in this whole thing, which I've done this before. Newsflash: never have I played an opponent not using Smart Assist since doing these type of experiments. But let's do it today. Let's see if one player isn't using the AI. The minute you use AI, it's not player versus player. Who's going to waste their time sitting there while the AI does everything? And here's the worst part. None of these losers play professionally. None of them have a channel because no one wants to watch the AI do anything. That's not why people watch content. So they're literally sitting wherever they sit. Mom's basement, Their shitty apartment, because no winners will play this game, so they're losers in life. That's just a fact. Think about one winner that would sit there and waste their time letting the computer do shit for them. Not one person out there that has a winning mentality would play a game where the computer does shit for you. Is that fact or fiction? Who's going to go, who just goes, oh, let the AI play for me? It was funny when Nick Runs the Foot Market was playing, and he's like, wait, what? Play AI events, but let the AI play for me? So I just sit there and watch why would I do that? Like, normal people won't waste their time. The reason we play football games is because we love football. Normal people aren't going to play a game where the AI is doing all the work. This is strictly a loser-based game. It is not skill-based. The challenge in football is it's a skill. Imagine real-life football if you had autopilot. Let's just say a futuristic world where we all had Neuralink and we could turn on a button and the computer would play for us. It was just our body. How stupid would that be? Might as well not even play if we're not challenging ourselves to play the sport. The whole sport, what makes it a sport, is a challenge of us competing. So you're already a loser if you're playing this game. And why do I play? To point this out. To show what this game has turned to from what it was. That's the whole point of playing. That's exactly why FC26 is so good now, because everybody spoke up. Maybe one day enough players who actually love the old Pez will actually have some balls and speak up, and maybe this game will be fixed like they fixed FC. But for now, it's a joke. No one's going to argue with me that it's a waste of time to let AI do shit for you. But yet everybody in this game uses Smart Assist because it's full of low skill losers. So all I ask is for a logical conversation. If anybody, well, I disagree with Inzaghi. Inzaghi says, eFootball players. Now, I know a minimal amount speak up because I've seen them, at least some content creators, but others, like the Medicina Man and like eFootball Universe and these guys, they'll sort of condemn our Smart Assist, but not to the extent to get changes made. Still promoting the game, playing it. Watch how good FC26 is when it comes out. I've already played the beta, just trust me. They took the shit that works in eFootball, like the passing and stuff, and they did it 10 times better. You'll see. Just wait and see. eFootball could have done that and could be the best game right now. But they kept tailoring their game towards the low-level players, like that opponent I just had. Anybody can use the AI, sit there and AI defend, and then do this. Run up the pitch using the broken defense, press through balls down the pitch, right? Anybody can do that. It's not skill-based. You're not manually changing your players to mark. You're not doing anything. You're literally doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? Even me right now, even though I'm trying to pass and move and work, it's still somewhat the AI's deciding at the end if I score or not, if I make the right pass or not. It's a joke. So all these players playing with Smart Assist and still trying to argue that it's a skill-based game, and no offense, Inzaghi, but players like you going, well, why not win? Everybody's using the AI. So then it comes down to exploiting. So watch how I defend here. Watch how I defend. All I'm doing is holding R1 or X. My positioning doesn't matter. Nothing. Look, kick and run. This is all I have to do in this shit game. Why the fuck did he just do that? It's just a total joke. So, yeah, but the game's always been made in Japan. And it always was skill-based. So that's not an excuse. So for those watching later, he said, oh, it was outside the box. For those watching later, he said it's in Japan they play mobile. Now, I know mobile wasn't around before, But it doesn't matter. They could have done like a non-skill based game where the computer did everything, but they never did. Look what he's trying to do. Look at the losers that play this game, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what happens in this loser game, guys. This is eFootball now. You see how bad this player is? This is all eFootball is. Now, I'm not saying I won't come back. I'm not saying I will. I'm not saying it even matters. It's not skill-based. It's just full of losers, bro. Who would waste their time to do what this dude's doing? Because he's terrible at football. Oh, if he wins, who cares about winning? The dude's not even playing football. He's literally packing it in the back. He's literally sitting there so he can spam through balls. In a fucking event where you can play over and over. Why did my player just run away? I mean, it's a joke. Look at. I'm actually trying to play football. So watch. Watch. This is why I kick and run. Look at this. It's a fucking joke of a game, guys. So I'm just going to destroy him the whole time. Now look, I haven't played this game in a month. Can you imagine being a big enough loser like... Who am I playing right here? Let's see. Huergo 136.94. Whoever this loser I'm playing is. Can you imagine being a big enough loser to waste your time playing like he is? Zero passing, zero skill. Who gives a shit about winning like this? You're not even playing the sport. I mean, look at this shit. Who gives a shit about playing how you're playing right here? How would he even win that ball, by the way? I mean, if you can't watch this and see how bad this game is, then you're lying to yourself. This isn't even close to what football is. This isn't how you become successful. So whoever is playing this trash and not saying it's trash, whoever is even wasting their time on this game, you're a joke. Come on. Unless you're playing it like me to show, like, guys, what did you do to our game? But, and that includes, there's people in my Discord that play this dog shit. And it's just terrible. Look at this. How did I even manage to run around? Why did the defenders slow down now, guys? I get that they wanted to make the wingers faster, but what does that have to do with slowing down the defenders? That's what happened that last game. Why do the defenders automatically slow down? What the fuck is this bullshit? I saw that before when I played a couple times. Can someone explain to me the nonsense that they keep adding into this game? And watch, I wouldn't doubt if this is a D1 player or some shit. And remember, this is my first game in this joke of a game in like a month. Look at this. Tackleback still there, of course. Tackleback still in this joke of a game. Something FC26, at least EA Sports. That's what my boy Ozzy was saying in Discord. At least they took everything that was wrong out. All Konami did was make all these things worse. Oh, congratulations. Now wingers automatically fly by defenders. Now we can kick and run and play through balls. Now you can spam crosses. Watch this. Now you can do this. Look at this shit, guys. You're telling me that this is football, Inzaghi? You're telling me that this is football? I literally just tackle-backed and cleared the ball, and I keep getting breakaways. You're telling me that's all my opponent just did to me. So I try to play football and I lose, and somebody like Inzaghi, a eFootball defendant, which I've already switched, he's already lost the argument, so now he's switching he's flip-flopping. But a guy like Inzaghi goes, well, you lost. Well, that's because I was trying to play football like an idiot. Then this game I do what my last opponent does. Now look. Now look. Look, tackle back, through ball. Tackle back, through ball. Is this supposed to be fun to anybody, bro? Who finds this shit fun? I'm waiting for anybody out there, whether it's Inzaghi or someone else. Have a logical conversation. I tried to play football last game. I held it the whole time against my opponent. And I ended up just getting scored on every time he cleared it. So now I'm dominating my opponent, but I go down 1-0. So instead of passing, I start just clearing, and now I'm up 3-1. Does someone want to sit here and tell me that this is supposed to be a good football game? The fact that this is what makes you successful in eFootball is a joke. This game is a joke. The players who play this and say this game is anything but trash, they're a joke. As bad as FC25 is, it never looks like this. You guys got to stop. You're making yourselves look stupid when you try to act like this game isn't terrible. So just stop it, guys. Now, if I check and this player is Division 1, then what are you guys going to say? Because I've had that happen a ton. Or Division 2. And it's just, dude, it doesn't matter if you hate FIFA, because FIFA FC25 was the worst game. But at least it's skill-based. The servers on FC are terrible. Some people say the servers on this are bad. I don't mind. I have good connection when I play eFootball, but apparently some people don't. So I'm not trying to defend FC25 at all. I'm just trying to say this game standalone is trash. FC25 is trash. The one thing EA Sports finally did is they fixed their game. So FC26 is actually amazing. I got to play the beta. And if it wasn't, I would tell you guys it's trash too. Me saying this about eFootball, just like saying FC20, that was supposed to go to Vinny. Just like saying FC25 is terrible. Well, I'm just telling the truth. FC26 is a great game. That's just the truth. You'll see when it comes out. But it's just facts. It's not liking one game over the other. Just because you like one game doesn't mean you have to sit there and lie because you look like an idiot. I mean, look at this shit, guys. I can sit here and do this in my sleep. It's not fun. It's not skill-based. Period. Though, as bad as FC is, the honest worst thing about FC25, the tacklebacks, the L1 sprint boost, which is super unrealistic, but even with that stuff, it still is skill-based. Like, you still have to make runs. You still can manually affect the outcome, but the game, unless the gameplay's lag so bad that you can't move, in which case, of course, it's, you know, then it's kind of like, oh my god, did that really just happen? Look at this, guys. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what this game is. This game is a joke. No matter how bad you want to act like FC is, because it is the worst game in their franchise history, it is better than this. We're literally kicking and running, guys. This is literally first grade football. Then watch this. Oh, I thought he was going to win it. The spam crosses are out of control too. Everything's just spam rat bullshit. No skill. Look at tackle back goal. Tackle back goal, kick and run goal, tackle back goal, cross goal. Tackle back goal, kick and run goal. You guys stop me when I'm wrong. So Inzaghi, I mean, I feel like we just need to restart and act like you didn't try to defend this game earlier. And you better not be saying, so I'm going to go play FC after this joke, after I finish this joke. And if I play, you're not going to find one game that's this ridiculous. Even the games where I'm lagging like crazy and I can't move and the opponent whoops the shit out of me, you won't see them even doing this terrible shit. Right? The tacklebacks are as ridiculous in both games. The L1 sprint boost is still more realistic than the boost you get on this pressure passing bullshit. Look at this. Look at this tackle back shit. Look at this game, dude. I mean, come on, man. If you really like Pez, then you would not even start off a sentence or a conversation by arguing it, like what I'm saying. So that's what I don't get. Motherfuckers will come on and try to defend this shit. It's like, what are you defending exactly? And then there's no dynamic shooting. I actually feel bad for him a little bit because he's had 2 now. 2 at least breaks. No dynamic shooting. It's like, how are you supposed to call this a skill game when the #1 thing in this bitch you guys can't even do? Right? There's no skilled shooting. You just have to kind of like aim and hope it goes in that direction. And then when there's smart assists, you just shoot and they aim for you. God damn, it's a joke, guys. So Inzaghi, I'm going to go play just one game. I'm going to continue my eFootball. But clearly, if you can't say that why am I playing? I'm clearly someone who's defending what this game should be, because anybody who truly is a skilled player is going to be saying the same thing. Right? So clearly I actually have Pez's back. We've established that. But the truth is, as bad as FC25 is, it's way better than this. So when I go play this game, I'm going to go play one game or however many it takes. I want you to point out where FC is a worse game than eFootball. Because you said it's not, it's more skill-based, yes, but it's not more realistic or some shit. I'm going to go play and I want you to tell me what part of this game is more realistic than FC. I think players, eFootball players that are just like defensive or that are so bad at FC, they want to like, oh my god, look how trashed it. I can't, guys. You eFootball guys just got to stop. You guys just got to stop. Stop. You guys just got to stop. I do agree with Inzaghi on one thing, though, where he said most of these players don't even know about Pez. They couldn't. Because nobody who played Pez would be this big of a fucking loser. Look, you can't even score on goals if you want to. I just probably drove this dude to never play this game again, honest to God. Look, he can't even score an own goal. The game is so shit that you can't dribble out of bounds, you can't score an own goal, which, by the way, happens with smart assists on. So far my experiment, not one opponent have I played that hasn't been using smart assist. It's pretty easy to tell every game. So you guys, once I finish my FC game, I want you guys to point out one player that will not use smart assist. They don't exist. Because every player is a piece of shit loser in FC that would waste their time playing this. Might be harsh, but it's the truth. That would waste their time playing this with smart assist. Wait, do I want to? Once you decide to acquire that choice cannot... No. I don't want this piece. I want the ones with all the rewards, right? Or do I just want to take this shit? I don't want to acquire that. Let me see if I did that right. I shouldn't have taken that shitty one last time either. I took a shitty one on accident. Not that I care, they're all watered down fucking people anyway, but missions, treasure link. Wait. Treasure link. So yeah, oh no. Yeah, good. I shouldn't have taken this one, dude. I should have waited for another one like this. I beat this dude earlier. How do I do that? What do I do to go into that room, buddy? And then, can I only get 3 total? But yeah, I hope they fix this game one day, guys. I really do. I hope they fix it one day. Smith Rowe. KM room. So what do I do? Go to match. I remember watching eFootball Universe. What was it? Quick match? Friend match? Quick match? No, it was friend match? KM room. I remember you put in some room and search it, but what's that number? I can't say your name. So this is what you're doing. This is what I'm doing. Then I'm just going for like contracts. Why couldn't they make these players better too, dude? Like everything they do just pisses me the fuck off. I mean, bro, look at that Baresi. And I know it's more for free-to-play players, but they could hook free-to-play players up, right? Meaning this. Look at my team. Even my bench. Right? I mean, that Baresi's probably about maybe equal to Van Boyten or Dan Burn, maybe. Definitely not better than Van Dijk, Beckenbauer, or definitely Thuram or Maldini. None of those players beats this starting lineup. So what I got, 90 points. Oh, no. Alright. But yeah, that's what I want to finish by saying, dude, is just, one, when I talk about this game, I played literally Pezzes. I remember I played the first year there was ever Master League. I played all the way back when we could mix kits up, right? Before the kit manufacturers got all mad and being bitches about it. I played back when we had the edit room and you could make your own Nikes and stuff, and they did it so you could make the real life kits and real life cleats and stuff. But I would just make my own. I thought that was badass. Like, I used to love PES. It always had the most realistic feeling to it, right? Once PS2 came out, that was the best feeling when you could actually have that realistic passing, the give and goes, the beautiful movement. And then it got bad once they went to the years. They started going too much arcade. And then the way they have the passing, the weight of the players, right? They had such a good core. Just like UFL, when they started, it wasn't polished at all as a game, but it was fully manual, or as full manual as you could get from any football game. And they just kept going in a bad direction. It's the same with eFootball. Oh, it's casuals, it's casual. Don't casuals want to play actual football, though? This shit's a fucking joke. But yeah, FC25 is absolutely horrendous. It's not really a game that I really want to play either. But how do I get more of these, whatever you call it? Oh, wait, what the fuck is this? Wait, what the fuck? That don't make sense. I want that behind. I'll have to do that later when my game's off. Alright, so what else is there to even play in this? So, if you don't care about those watered down players that they're giving out, let's see if I can finish this one off. This has 50 coins for the first win. Who's the best team in Japan anyway? Maybe like FC Tokyo? I doubt this game's like him. I doubt nobody's even playing this shit. FC Tokyo, they gotta be the best, right? See if I can get this 50 coins. But no one's been playing this shit, so. Yeah, I love like the tactics part of this game. I love like the time they give you before and at halftime. I wish FC would do more of that. Like I like that part of it. It adds a skill to it. I hate the unrealistic shit that like they've pushed though. Like you can change your game plan up, but what usually happens is if shit's not going a player's way, right? They're smart assists already, so then they end up changing their formation to like a 3-1-6, right? And it ends up being successful for them somehow. It's just shit like that, and then they'll go to attacking or double attacking, usually single, but sometimes double, and they'll just push everyone across the front line, especially if they need a goal or a couple goals. Then they'll just pressure you, and you can't get the ball out unless you just clear it because they have people across the pitch. Like, shit, they ruin anything that they do good. They quickly halt it with dumb shit. Yeah, no one's going to be playing this shit, I don't think. Yeah. So I'm never going to get this 50 points or whatever. That sucks. Does this one give 50? Oh no, I won the 50 already there. They never do 50 points here. Don't care about the PFA players. Don't care about that. Nothing there. Oh, 3,000 points. I already got it. Damn it. Wait, didn't I? Yeah. Wait, did I? Oh, yeah, now there's all the rest of the bullshit that I don't care about. So there's nothing else to do in this game that really matters. So this is all that what all the buzz is about. It's just going after these things to get a bunch of players I won't use. I mean, tell me where I'm wrong, guys. How in the fuck is this worth it? If I sub players out, I got these subs. Okay? Now, call me crazy. Call me crazy. But I don't see where any of these players can replace even any of my subs. So what am I going to do? Go get them for events? I don't need them for events, bro. Events are unlimited. Yeah, I don't know. I love Park Ji-sung, but he can't do shit for me. Fernando Torres is cool, but he ain't gonna replace Pele or Baggio or Cruyff for Platini. Raul, same way. He ain't gonna replace anybody. So I don't know. So let's talk about the realistic part. And this is the terrible game, by the way. This game is dog shit. And by the way, that team that I just showed you guys cost me like what, $300-400 on my original account. I put over 700. So I'm like over $1,000 in to get that team. This game, I bought the game for $90 because I'm an EA Play member. So $90. Then they have tournaments and shit. So I won just like this year. I have 1 FC points. So I'll show you my team. This is purely off of packed players. And this is $90. $90 versus $1,100. Or no, let's just count this time. Let's take away the original account because they started doubling up players. Since I've been playing, they released 2 Schneiders, 2 Turams, 2 Maldinis, a Vieira, Baggio, 2. There's another double. 2 Drugbas. Like 3 Fernando Torreses, 2 Ronaldinhos. But I want to address this fake. So here's my team for just buying the game. Every year you play the game. So here's mine. 99 is the highest rating you can go here. Call me crazy. But 100 a year as opposed to like 1,000 a year, 2,000, whatever these players are playing, it's crazy. Because I've only played this eFootball in total for like 6 months, let's just call it. I think it's been less, and I spent like 1,100. And I'd rather have this team. An amazing Pirlo, Beckenbauer, who's ridiculous. I said he's just okay. In my Discord, he's sick. These women's players, the England champions, are sick. Atana is amazing. Mbappe is obviously broken. Pirlo, best passer in the game. This Pirlo. This youngster, Hoyson, he's freaking Hoyson, whatever you call it. He's a 6'5" beast. And then the young Spanish goalie too, Joe Garcia. I got R9 on the bench, who's amazing, but Mbappe's better. This Gareth Bale's amazing, but Yamal and James are better. So I don't know. I'm waiting for someone to tell me where the fuck in the world it's worth it to spend over $1,000 to get the best players. And if you play free to play over in eFootball, it's even bigger joke because they don't give you even one good player. Random squad battles rewards. I don't even remember playing this. Oh, still even get a footies. Still better than any rewards you get that Konami gives you. It's just like, guys, come on, man. It's not even a real competition. It's like showing up to a fight and there's a little baby across from you. Like, are you guys being serious or are you just messing with me? I'm just going to play one game to show Inzaghi. I want Inzaghi to point out where the unrealistic FC stuff is compared to the supposedly realistic eFootball. His words were, I quote, FC might be more skill-based, but it's not more realistic. So let's see. Main things I want you to watch is defense, because this game, even with the defense vastly improved for next year, this defense compared to eFootball is a gold mine, because you actually have to manually maneuver, manually jockey. There's no hold the pressure button and sprint at the player. You actually have to pass a move. You can maneuver your runs manually. Let's go in. It's going to be tough, too, and I very well could be playing a very what do you call it? Laggy game where I get my ass kicked. But whether it's me or my opponent or both of us playing good, bad, laggy, I want to see where in the world you would see that eFootball has any chance to even be considered in the same sentence as FC. This is who I am. This is what I am. Oh, I beat him and then went right back into him. Goal. Golazo! Beautiful ball by Bappe. Beautiful goal, beautiful run. That's football, boys and girls. And there's a win. Frogsy 100% FC 26. Without a question. Watch this stream back to the beginning and I basically explain it all, but my history, I played PES and FC. Back in the day, PES was always a more true to football game. FIFA was always the arcade game. Somewhere along the lines around when PES went to eFootball, they stopped being realistic, started catering to lower skilled players, and now it's just a total joke. It's not realistic. It's all AI doing everything, and it's just trash. So then FC, for the past several years, has been going downhill. EA Sports just hasn't gave a fuck, haven't done like any good updates, and then FC 25 finally players had enough and they had their worst year ever. In FC 25, this game I'm playing has been the worst game in the history of their franchise, and it's still better than eFootball. And so they finally put all that money and power behind providing a good game. And I've played the beta, so you're talking to someone who's already played FC 26, and it's an incredible game. They've fixed everything that was wrong and actually listened to the players. Now, EA Sports sucks. I'm not telling you that they deserve cookies or flowers or whatever you want to call it, but they don't want to lose money, so they helped us because they wanted more money. Similar to Konami. Konami just wants people to buy all those players with their gambling system, and so they keep catering to the skill level of their player base, which is very low. But like I just said, this is my team here, and I bought the game for 90 because I have EA Play. So let's just say even if I spent $100, in the 6 months I've played eFootball, I spent over $1,100. It's probably closer to like $1,400, honestly, to get the same top players. Like, these are the top players in the game. I got the top players in the game in eFootball. But the problem is in eFootball, they keep recycling players. They keep releasing them over and over. And every time you have to gamble, meaning there'll be like 3 good players, and you have to spend up to over $100 to get all 3 guaranteed. If not, you could spend 80 and get 1 player, 50 and get 2 players. It's like, it's a gamble. But what they do is, every time they re-release a player, they eventually, like now they have players with double the showtime skills, double extra stats. They used to do 1 booster, now it's 2, and they always go up to make the players that you get to keep obsolete. So to all you eFootballers that are like, oh, you get to keep your players in eFootball. Yeah, bro, and then they become obsolete. Konami, dude, I've played the game for less than a year, and already my old Schneider is obsolete. The new Schneider has double showtime skills. So you're trying to tell us, oh, well, you have to get rid of these players for the FC26. The reset makes it fun. You get to go in and play and rebuild your team. It makes it fun all year. It's not fun having the same players until they re-release the Cruyff. They've already released 2 Cruyffs since I've been playing. 2 Schneiders, in which the original Schneider I had, as much as I loved him, the new one's better. The new one has double showtime skills. Then they release players with better player roles, shit like that. So yeah, you get to keep players that you can't even use because the new ones are better. It's a fucking scam. So yeah, without a doubt, I would never steer anybody wrong. That's why I started this channel. I wish eFootball didn't go in the direction they went, but the bottom line is, as bad as this game right here is, as bad as FC25 is, eFootball is 10 times worse. Same with UFL. And so if the worst game in the franchise is already better than eFootball and UFL, then of course FC26, which you can look at the reviews from everyone. I mean, it's going to be an awesome game. So it's a no-brainer. Unfortunately, you missed out on the chance to pre-order 26 FC. If you pre-ordered FC26 by August 26th, you got a free icon on day one, but you still will be fine. You still can build a great team. There's other people that don't pre-order by the 26th, so you'll miss out on that icon. It's just a base level icon, and that does kind of suck. But it's still FC without a question. Yeah, the way the eFootball is a gamble. What they should have done, if you guys are asking me, for one, they shouldn't have it where the only way to get the best players is to put all that money in. They need to give free-to-play players way better chance at getting good players. That's why I don't even care. That's why I'm not going to go back and play that Treasure Link shit. Not one of those players that you get from the Treasure Link thing is better than even one of my paid players. So they're screwing. So you either pay a bunch of money or you get shit secondary players, bottom line. And it's a gamble. If you put $50 in, you should be guaranteed one player. Dude, there were players putting in $80, $90 and they still hadn't packed anybody. Then they end up putting like 120, 110, whatever it is, the max, and boom, they get all three players. Bro, there should be like, okay, if you put 50 in, you're guaranteed one. If you put 70 in, you're guaranteed two. If you put, and that's still high, bro. It should be more like $30 gets you any player of your choice. 50 gets you two players of your choices, and 70 gets you all three of the players every week. Instead, they're taking hundreds of dollars from players every week if they just want three players. It is a joke. It's a total joke. It depends what you like. So for me, this is Ultimate Team, obviously. This is what I play. But it's also fun to play. All these were some of the best players in the game throughout the year. Earlier in the power curve, every one of these were some of the best players. For fodder purposes, I want this. I already told the story, but I've spent over $1 million on this SBC for this CR7 earlier in the year, and I hated how he played. But yeah, I'm also gonna probably do a manager career next year because they made some awesome changes. But be a pro, like where you control one player, that's cool too. They did some good additions on that. Then you got online seasons where you can compete online, but it's not as like high level as Ultimate Team. Instead of having a dream team, you just pick any one of the real life teams with the real updates on the players, and you compete to move up in divisions. It's like a simplified online mode. Then they have clubs where you control one player, but you join a team with your friends. So all those modes are cool if you like them. This is my number one mode though. But there's a lot of skilled players in FC. It's not like eFootball. So like, if you're in Division 7 in FC, it's fine. You can work your way up. But that's like being in Division, 4 in eFootball. If you're in Division 3 through 1 in eFootball, that's like being in Division like 3 or even 4 in FC. So you're going to be in a lower division than you would in eFootball, but it's because there's better players and it's a lot better football. I would say eFootball is for those who, if you really like legendary players, Konami does do the legendary players very well. They're very true to life. That's where FC messes up a lot, and it drives me crazy. But I'd say eFootball is more for the casual type of player who isn't as solid in football games. They're not as good, but they still enjoy football to an extent, and they're not afraid to have AI assistance. Plus, they have a lot of money. That's the niche I'd say that's eFootball. UFL, same thing. If you don't mind using glitches to play, you're not big on like a true football simulator, and you have a little bit of money to buy skins over there, then go play that. But if you actually like football, you want to use skill, you want to keep, playing and getting better, and have a lot of stuff to do, well then, of course, it's FC. Oh, you can get this team easily, bro. You just keep working and improving. And a lot of these players I just got recently doing this cup right here. I would show you now, but the new content. So unlike eFootball, FC has new content every single day at noon Central Standard Time. I don't know what time zone that is for you, but check in later and I'll be online. But they have, this year they're called Friendly Cups. Next year they'll be called Tournaments and Gauntlets. But it's basically events and they have rewards. So this one is called the Gritty to Glory. So it's for a celebration that's only going to be available if you win the cup. That's going to be gone from the game. And the rewards every day are perfect rated players. 99 is the highest rating. So today I'll either win 3 or place 6. Then tomorrow, and I'll get a choice of 5 players out of 20 perfect rated players on both the next 2 days. But then also there's a group reward, almost like the cup, let's say. And that is a 99 rated Ronaldinho, who is going to be absolutely broken. And this is just that way that they give you to like close out the game. It's kind of a celebration of the end of the game. It's all perfect ranked players. But yeah, that's my take on it, guys. If you disagree, or if you somehow, like the dude who said, oh, eFootball's not as skill based but it's more realistic, where? What part is more realistic? So that's where I'm at with it, guys. I know it wasn't like the longest, only an hour and a half stream, but it's really kind of a slow time right now. Once the new content for FC comes out, I'll play it. My initial plan was to play eFootball and do the treasure hunt. But again, all the players right now available for that eFootball treasure hunt don't interest me. They're not. None of them are even starters. So what's the point? And not only that, but who cares about going in and having AI play for you and kicking and running and tackle backing and scoring? Like, it's just not worth it. So that's where I'm at. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. No harm, no foul. But if you come in and try to defend it against me, like, I'm going to just speak logically. I'm not one of those fakers trying to say that eFootball is anything but a bad game. You're lying to people. That would be like me trying to say FC 25 is actually a good game. No. But that's where I'm at. If you have any questions, any arguments to that, any, I guess you could say, beliefs that are, different than mine, leave it in the comment section. I would love to have someone come on, even if they come on live with me and talk, but no troll bullshit. It would have to be actually using logic, because those kind of conversations do help people out. There are so many years where I was had all these questions and kind of wondering if I should buy the next game, wondering about like what the best football game was, just regular questions. And there's so many bullshitters out there. So simply just trying to say, oh, FC sucks, you suck, eFootball's the best, you suck, eFootball's good. That's not a logical argument. Like, tell the people why you think it's good, or why you think, so we can actually discuss it. And that's the kind of conversations that can help people out, whether it's if they're going to purchase FC or not, if they're going to start an account in eFootball, if they're going to continue in eFootball because maybe it's driving them crazy. You're welcome, Froxy. I'm glad we could help you out, bro. Definitely glad we could help you out. That's what this channel is about. So, for the rest of you guys, hopefully this was helpful. I know it's not necessarily the most bright and sunshine video for, you know, the sake of football games, but it is what it is. This is where Konami put eFootball and where EA Sports put FC 25. So it's just speaking the truth. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.